Hey, I'm Ella Rodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. Okay, I'm going to show you some things that I've been working on, and this is what I've been doing. So, here we go. I'll give you a shot of this as far as give you some size, give you some scale. You can stop and freeze frame it so you can take a look at these pieces, pieces of this piece, different sections. Now this piece here, I got from a guy who in Albuquerque, and it was such a depressing piece, but I changed it around, and it's not as depressing as it was. The original had a really bad frown. I mean, exaggerated frown. It was almost like one of those sad clown kind of paintings, and the whole coloration was this sort of dark kind of thing. So there's part of this painting is what it was originally, but this is what I did to this painting. I like it much better than it was. So that's what that is. Now these pieces are mystery pieces. Now I know what's inside of this one. This one right here, I do not know what's inside of it. I do not know what's inside of that. I don't remember. And this piece here, I don't remember either. This is wood. Sort of like this is more of a, it's more the equivalent of an opera purse that someone would have, like if they're going to the opera, they would wear this, they would have this, high kind of thing, It's an original Van Worth. They could hold it like that, Pretend it's a musical instrument. It's got a painting inside. I don't know what it is. And this one is more of a. This one is more of a. It's almost more like a bone shape. Coloration is kind of a bone shape kind of a vibe. It's wrapped in string, and in order to get into these pieces, if a person would ever want to get in there to see what's inside of it, they would have to destroy this in order to see what's inside. And the same thing goes with this one as well. So that's what these pieces are. They're sculptures. So that's what these pieces are. Can't see it very well, but I enjoy these pieces. So that's what they are. 4 of those. This is actually kind of almost like a bullet train sort of a piece. Now this piece here, now it has screen printing. You can see some screen printing back in here. There's some screen printing on this piece. Beautiful piece, really. Beautiful coloration. The thing I like about these pieces is that there's a, regardless of where you stop the camera, where you stop the video, I mean, look at that. I mean, it's the whole thing is beautiful. Every little bit of it. It's got a lot of interest in this piece. This is a piece that it doesn't matter which direction you were to hang this piece, it would be interesting in any direction. As a matter of fact, that might be pretty interesting about it, is to put it in any direction. Beautiful areas. Here's, it almost looks like a photograph from space. You can see at one time this was some sort of a brick wall here, right here. This piece has been worked and reworked. It's got lots of very, very interesting sections. It's almost like this piece would be worth taking and picking small sections out of it and using them as the piece rather than using the whole piece. Because there's lots of really, really interesting pieces here within this one. This is almost like a landscape. Now this piece right here, this section right here, you can see that kneeling nun shape and this shape here and that mining shape, that mine, that's where I used to work. And these are the first paintings that I did. So this is representative of those kind of paintings. That subject rather. So that's what that is. But then you have almost like these cartoon dogs, you know, falling in love kind of a vibe. There's the mine and the kneeling nun right there. And this is like a cartoon dog or something like that wearing this sort of a blanket with his one true love. Okay, this piece here is this is like a salmon, like a rock painting of a fish and a man and a woman. Done on the side of a cliff or something. Painting of the annual hunt for the salmon swimming upstream. So this piece right here would have that a little bit of that edge showing on a piece. Maybe not all of it, but consider enough of it to where you would see it. So this would be attached to canvas and it would be ready to hang. Very interesting piece. This is a bather on the beach piece. And it's a little crumply right there, but once it's attached to canvas it would stretch right out and be flat. Kind of an odd piece. But it's an interesting piece. This is a snake shape right here, leading into this human shape up here. Another bather on a beach piece. This one is really long. It's like probably 4 feet by 16 inches or something. But it's an interesting piece. It's sort of like a winged snake or a bird with a bull's head sort of thing. It's an odd piece. Looks like a skull right there. Or, you know, that's a fun piece. Now this is a bathers on a beach piece. When you see a figure on top of a blanket, you know it's a female shape. That's a large piece. It's 3 by 4, probably more than that, bigger than that probably. It's a very, very interesting piece. It's got some glittery stuff in there as well. This is also a bather on a beach piece, and this right here is very reminiscent of the sculptures in my yard. This is reminiscent of some of the things that I was doing, which revolved around time, a sand dial. What is it? A sand thing, not a sand dial. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it is. An hourglass. So that's a really interesting piece. I was experimenting with these clouds too. Paintings of clouds. Very nice abstract piece, shapes going on within this whole piece. Very interesting. Give you some scale on this. This is a very interesting piece. Almost looks like a negative hand. Negative space, sort of. Look how nice that one is right there. That's beautiful. Just a small section. This is a still life, a very dystopia sort of still life. This is a bather on a beach piece. A woman and her boyfriend on the beach. This is a dark piece. It's got some very, very interesting shapes inside of it. That's an interesting shape. That looks like a human figure. These are the kind of pieces that I'll use like a piece of cardboard or something on, just to, just to isolate different shapes. So, this is the kind of thing that, people that like abstract pieces, they should have like a piece of cardboard, so that when you're looking at something, you can enjoy it. Okay, now this piece is on canvas, so this is the way that the other pieces will lay, or some of the other pieces will lay once they're attached to the canvas. This almost looks like a duck. So these pieces can go either any way that a person would want to hang them, actually. I mean, I'll figure out what way I like them. I think this one probably, I like it better in that direction right there. But I'll have to make a decision before well, I haven't made a decision on it. So there's all kinds of possibilities with this one for sure. Absolutely. Very, very nice piece.